Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of our Total War Warhammer Empire campaign. Last episode we finished off Bretonia, and we got the Silver Seal, unique item for Karl Franz. Pretty awesome, very useful little things there. All sorts of nice little buffs and stuff like that. That 20% ward save is pretty fantastic. That means he negates 20% of all damage, period. Magical, ranged, melee, you name it. So that's a super useful thing. We have a couple of armies sitting around over here. I think I'm going to leave him sitting where he's at just for the moment so I can kind of turn the public order around here in Corone. And then we also have Volkmar the Grim up here recruiting some great swords and another unit of Empire Knights so that he can do some useful things. But I think I'm going to start moving and taking on the vampire accounts here pretty soon. Let's actually check our victory conditions. We need to get rid of Averland and Wissenland still. So let's see. Averland is... Are they all down here? Or was that control? Ah, this is control the provinces. Okay. So, I can either go to war with the border princes. Here, let's do this. Diplomatic ownership, here we go. So the border princes control both of those. So either I go to war with the border princes to take them back, or I can try and work on some sort of military alliance with them. They have not liked me the entire game, and I don't think they're going to start anytime soon. So I think I'm probably going to be going to war with the border princes here fairly quick. If I can... Well, I think what I'll plan to do is take out Averland and Wissenland. And in fact, I only need to take, it looks like, 2... Oh... Grens... Am I? Dwarf... the dwarves? They're my actual military allies. So if I take that other one, I'm good. So if I take these two provinces... Or, actually, you know what I could do? Dwarves? War coordination target? Aw. It only lets me do it for stuff that I'm actually at war with mutually. I was hoping I could tell the dwarves to take them. But that's okay. I think we're good. They're still recovering. They're still recovering. Let's go ahead and end our... Oh, I've damaged buildings over... Oh! Hi, vampire army. Didn't see you there. Wow. That's a lot of Graveguard, and that is a lot of Crypt Horrors. This unit, this army is more than I can handle, I think. However, I do have an army that is relatively close by that I'm going to start sending up. Yuck. Yuck. That's horrible. That attrition is going to be the death of me. I don't want to do it, vampire counts, but I don't really have a choice. Looks like I can get here in about 2 turns. So that's what we're going to have to do. Attrition. Gotta love it. But if I can get him up here, then I should be good. And I can't repair any of these at the moment, so we'll just have to let the buildings be damaged for the moment. They're probably going to attack, though. In which case I'll have to defend. But it's a lot easier to defend from within a city. Yep. Considerably easier to defend from within the city. I do have a lot of crossbowmen. They've got a wizard for their spellcaster. Are there holes in my walls? No. My walls are at 100%. Not very often you get to defend a siege battle. Those Crypt Horrors, though. Whew, there's so many of them. That's alright. We will... Let's go ahead and fight this. Why not? We'll give it a try, see what we can do. And I don't know where they're actually going to be attacking from, which is unfortunate. But maybe we can pull something off here. Oh, I do know where they're attacking from. Hi, I see you. Okay. So, I'm thinking what we're going to do is we'll put 1 unit of halberds right here in front of the gate. Because one thing you never want to do is charge directly into halberds. That's just a terrible plan. We'll get our cavalry maybe out over here. How many siege towers do they have? They do have siege towers. They've got 4 of them. I'm not going to be able to take that many out. And they all have Grave Guard on them. So I am going to lose the walls. It's just a matter of killing as many of them as I possibly can before we lose the walls. I think I'm going to put my archers down here, because they will be safer. And they can fire over the walls pretty easily. We still want to make sure we have control of these towers. And my halberds are not going to be great on the wall. So let's put them down here by this gate as well. That's my general, so I definitely don't want him on the walls. That's the last thing I need. I'll put those halberdiers up here. We'll get some swordsmen up on the walls over there. We'll get some spearmen with shields to reinforce over in here, because it looks like they're going to be... That's where they're going to be attacking from. I'll do the same with these guys. Wow, I really can't fit any more infantry on here, which is fine. I think that's good. This will give me all the towers. And then I've got my cavalry. I'd like to get my cavalry out so I can harass some of these guys before it gets crazy. But I don't think my cavalry are really going to be all that useful unless I can distract. They got the dire wolves. Okay, well, I think we are about as prepared as we can be. Let's go ahead and pause. I don't actually have control of these towers yet, which is annoying. There we go. Now I've got control of the towers. So I want to target specific things. You target... Actually, if I can bring down one of these towers, that will be extremely helpful. So let's do that. This guy, target the crypt horrors. Yeah, let's do that. I want to bring down these towers as quickly as I possibly can. This tower is at only 19% damage. I don't know that I'm going to be able to bring down any of these towers. Oh, this one's at 33, 40. This one's going to go down for sure. This one, probably not. But if I can limit the number of men on the walls, that will be very helpful for me. I also need my archers over here. And let's get them firing at these crypt horrors. Get them forming up. There goes one tower. Alright, you switch and start shooting. Actually, shoot at those crypt ghouls. You target this guy. No, you're not going to be able to do anything to them. Fire at the crypt horrors. They are trying to bust down the gates. And I've got a lot of arrows flying over. Raining down on these crypt horrors and stuff. Crypt ghouls. Alright, we got guys charging up over here. These guys are not going to last very long. Actually, if I can get rid of all of these guys, that would be amazing. These bats need to die. You go help with the... No, actually, you don't. Go help with the Grave Guard. The Grave Guard are going to be the nastiest thing for me to deal with right now. And it appears as though my gates have been breached. But they're charging directly into halberds, which is not going to do them any favors. Archers fire at the direwolves. We'll get our cavalry. Let's get 1 unit cavalry over here. And 1 unit of cavalry over here. And then my archers. I'd love to get my archers into this fight, but I don't think that's a good idea. My halberds are holding up just fine, though. So I think we might be okay. We are definitely going to lose the fight on the walls if I don't do something to assist. We'll see if maybe we can help out with some arrows. Hopefully they don't go running up the walls. Let's get our crypt horrors in there. Yeah, they're taking arrow fire from down below, which is very good. Let's get these archers over here. Maybe they can shoot at these guys. You guys, come help. I don't know why you're just sitting on the walls anymore. Let's get those cavalry charging in. And these guys are all dealt with. So actually, if we can hold the walls, I think we're in good shape. Alright, archers. Can you shoot into these guys and actually be useful? Yeah, definitely. Look at these guys wavering. They're just, oh, they're zombies, no wonder. Zombies are not good, but that's okay. You shoot at the crypt horrors. My general's still sitting over here, but we might need to send him into the fight pretty soon. Let's get these archers back. Go get them. Oh, I am holding off way too many enemies over there. Alright, let's get these archers over here to help with this fight. That's a fight I'm significantly more worried about. You guys need to be firing into this. Fire at these crypt ghouls. There's a lot of them, but my swordsmen are not going to be able to hold up there for very long. And let's get my cavalry out of there. See if I can get them to charge in again. Let's try and pull them out. My halberds are still actually holding up pretty well. These guys are firing into this mass. Not the Grave Guard. Crypt Ghouls. They're a much squishier target. Oh, these guys are just going to be sitting here fighting zombies like forever. I can't afford that. Let's get them down here if we can. These extra units, and I'll bring them up maybe in the middle here. Bring these cavalry back so I can charge them in properly. They're definitely using up an annoying amount of my micro, though. There we go. Got him. Alright, let's get these guys up on the walls right about here. Oh, wow. Never mind. I've got Grave Guard into my archers. That's not good. That's not good at all. Come back. You guys come over here. You guys come over here and see if you can help. Because these... Oh! We won! We must have killed their general or something? We won, though. We definitely won that. Wow. We wrecked them, too. That actually went... I don't know where the victory came from. Maybe their lord died and they all crumbled and fell apart or something, but I was not expecting that. Okay, so that's good. Now, the bad news is that this whole army has been taking attrition, which is less than ideal. So we want to get them out of territory where they're going to be taking attrition damage and get them kind of over here. The moot seems to be fine for now. I wouldn't mind upgrading that to a better settlement, since this is right next to the vampire count lands, and they're going to be someone who I'm going to war with very, very shortly. Yeah, let's upgrade that to another. Well, I don't know that we don't really get any benefits from that, though. There's nothing that I need to build there that I can't build elsewhere, except for this armory, which would allow me to recruit great swords down here. That would be useful. Decisions. I think you are going to come over here to Marienburg, so you can start replenishing over there. I'm going to upgrade that to increase the rate that goes, or that we increase our growth in that province. I'm not too worried about any of these other... Is this a Chaos Rebels? Over here? Really? Okay. Well, we can deal with that. Karl Franz will come deal with it himself, I guess. Kind of surprised by that, but whatever. Castle Bastogne needs walls. Montfort needs walls. Bordeloo needs walls. Apparently I need to wall all of these guys off. And you are also rebels of some sort. Greenskin rebels. Man, there's just no winning. Our public order isn't even that bad. Where did these rebels come from? Can I win that fight? Maybe. How long do I have before they have to... I've got plenty of time before I start taking attrition damage, so I think I'm going to wait on that. Karl Franz can maybe help wrap that fight up as well, which would be good. I've got all these stupid guys down here. We're going to send our witch hunter down here, start attacking some settlements, because that's a good way to level him up relatively quickly. Volkmar the Grim now has a full army. So let's send him... Let's start sending him down here to deal with vampire counts. There we go. And we've got this Reichsmarshal up here, who's going to come attack Paradise Bay. And we'll take it, and we will raise it to the ground. Just because I'm really, really tired of those guys. Now, I am going to take some attrition damage and stuff like that, but that's okay. I just basically want to get rid of all of these scaling settlements, because they're annoying, and I don't like them. Public order is going to go completely... ooh, hello, level up. Anything useful? I guess we'll go... If he's going to be up there fighting scaling, it might be best to go fervent, honestly. Or we'll go hold the line. That's probably a better one. And Sigmar's ward. Make him a better combatant first. Okay, so that's all good. I've got some cash, but not a lot. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I want to repair these for sure. Repair, repair, repair. There we go. Couldn't have been a lot of damage. They must have, like, hit me with an agent or something to do such minor damage like that. Yep, gonna lose that one. That's fine. Norden. That's on the wrong side of the river.
The ever-chosen himself, Archaon, has been sighted.
Great.
He leads a host of immeasurable power.
Alright, Archaon has come.
Face him in battle unprepared.
So there's another one of our campaign objectives, is kill that guy. And there's quite a lot of them. Quite a lot of chaos there to deal with. Norden. Where was Norden? Up over here. Okay. So we got hit over there, that's fine. So, I think Volkmar and this guy together, I think, can take on Archaon. Vampire Counts still don't like me, but I think Archaon needs to take precedence over them. Although, I could do some significant damage to the Vampire Counts here, because I'm in range of 2 of their settlements, 1 of their settlements. But if I go through here, where is Chaos going to go? That is the question. I'd like to get their armies kind of split up if I can. Let's get him up here. Where's the movement range of these guys? They're probably going to come up here towards Carrick Ungor, which is unfortunate because I have a very nice gold mine there. So that's not good. But Carrick Ungor has... what do they have for a garrison? Oh, they've got... yeah, this is not going to go well unless I raise a lord here. And I don't have really anyone. I've got this guy. Sure, we will recruit you, place you here, and I'm just going to attempt to recruit as many units as I can. I can get 5 units. Let's get 3 units of handgunners and 2 swordsmen? I guess that's as good. I think that's about as good as I can get in one turn. Just to reinforce my garrison a little bit. Can they get here in one turn? No, they can't. So that's good at least. We'll have at least a little bit of a garrison here, and hopefully that combined with this will be able to dissuade them. That's what I'm hoping at least. I don't know that I'm very confident of that, but we'll see. Let's move him. Start moving him. I'm trying to decide who my next target should be. I'm kind of leaning towards the vampire counts. Although actually, public order here is pretty bad. I think maybe I'll stick around. Is that necessary? No, it's not. It's going to keep going up either way. So let's bring you down here to Helmgart. Garrison here. Marienburg still gaining public order relatively quickly. Karl Franz. We need to come and take out this Chaos Rebellion right here, which should be pretty easy. We outnumber them by a substantial amount. And can I finish them off? Barely. Barely had enough movement range to do that, but that's good. That Chaos Rebellion is crushed. And now I think I need to start working my way up here to deal with those greenskins. Karl Franz also did level up, so let's see what we can get for him. I think at this point, it's probably best to just kind of deal with his... Yeah, I don't really need any of this stuff. I think it's probably best to just start going down his yellow line. Make him a little bit more survivable. So his melee attack right now is 51. His melee defense is only at 40, so I want to bring that up. At least a little bit, if I can. Okay. That's all good there. We've got this Reichsmarschall chilling up here who is taking all sorts of attrition damage, so let's start moving you away. You accomplished your mission, you destroyed Paradise Bay. That's what I wanted him to do. You can come up here and attack Averheim. I'm going to damage the walls. Just critical failure. Of course it was. That's frustrating. 65% success chance, and not only did he fail to damage the walls, he hurt himself. Typical. Stupid agent. That is on the side of the river that I don't care about. I've decided to name that side of the river Kislev's Problem. Carrick's Zifflin. I think I can win this one. I mean, I've got walls, I've got decent infantry, and they have a lot of goblins who rout pretty easily. So I think we might be okay here. Looks like they are deciding to attack me from two sides, but only a couple units over here. And we're talking goblins and a couple of Erebors, so I'm not too worried about them. Let's see. How do we want to deploy our men? I think... Do I have any halberds? I do have a couple. I like the strategy of putting our halberds right here. Make them charge the halberds from the front. And we'll just do something like that. That's 2 units of halberds right here for them to deal with when they inevitably come charging through the gates. I'm going to put my cavalry there. Actually, I'm kind of thinking I'm going to put my archers here, because they'll be able to fire over the wall. I'll put my cavalry just behind them. Here I've got some spearmen with shields. I don't have any great swords, unfortunately. That would be nice, but... Oh. Except they're probably going to come charging through this gate. Aren't they? That would be my guess. So let's move this double halberd formation over there instead. And I think I will put my general here. Do they have any monstrous units? I got a battering ram there, a couple of... Lots of spider riders, which I don't particularly care about. And then a bunch of goblins. I'm not really worried about any of these guys. Night goblins can be annoying if they're paired up with something good, but they're really not in this case. So I think I will put 1 unit of spears down here. Do I have the whole wall covered? Not quite. I do want to make sure that I have control of all of these towers that'll be shooting. Probably don't need 2 units of swords over here. I think 1 will suffice. And let's see here. Let's put these swordsmen right here so they cover both of these towers and allow me to shoot with both. Might be useful. And they've got another spearman with shields that I can put right here. These swordsmen, I think, can handle this on their own. And then we've got my cavalry over here. I think I'm good. Alright, so... Towers? There we go. We've got control of the towers. Let's fire these at... Ooh, I'm almost tempted to attack the rock lobber with my towers, but they're not really the... Well, maybe they would be the best target, honestly. We'll get these 2 to fire at... What's your range of fire look like? Let's get those 2 to fire at this tower. This one really isn't going to be doing anything right now. You 2 focus on that tower. Actually, focus on this tower, because I want to actually make sure I bring it down. You can't really fire at anything. You fire here, you fire here. These guys are... Oh, actually, I think that one can hit this rock lobber as well, just barely. So we're going to target that. And then... Let's bring these archers over here. Alright. See if we can bring some of these guys down. Why are you still shooting at this. I don't want you to shoot at those night goblins. I want you to shoot at the... Well, then again, you're not really doing anything to the rock lobber. And I don't know that these siege towers are even really take... Oh, that one's going down. Just kidding. You fire at that. You fire at this. You fire back here at these guys. That tower bit the dust. This tower, if I can bring it down fast enough, would be amazing, but I don't know that I can. These towers are dropping pretty quick, though. Can we destroy this tower, or is it out of my firing arc? Get it, get it, get it. Ah, it's out of my firing arc. That's too bad. I was hoping. That's okay. I'm dealing with one unit of goblins on this wall, which is really nothing. Let's get them firing at these night goblins over here. Focus on them. Let's get these swordsmen over here to reinforce. Those goblins are going to drop pretty quick. I'm getting shot at from down below. Whoa, 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 whoa. Halberds, why are you... No, 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 no. Get back. Get back. Ah, you idiots. Okay. Let's get our cavalry out this front gate. Now that they're committed over here, we'll get our cavalry over here to start dealing with some of these guys. I can't believe my stupid halberds. Ah, you idiots. Idiots. Grr. That's the most annoying thing. I need melee infantry right there. You be firing into this mass. Come get them. You charge into the back. Their general is up there, but I'm not super concerned with killing him. It's probably best to just ignore him for the most part. My cavalry's over there. Let's get one of you to go... Actually, no. We can get some nice rear charges if we bring them over here. Like right now. Actually, I do want to take out that rock lobber. It's probably important. I can't believe my halberds just decided, hey, let's just charge out the gates. Derp-a-der. I'm going to leave my general back. These archers are over here. Get over there. Hurry up. I assume this fight is all but... They got archers up over there too? Okay. Let's get those spearmen up. You guys come over here. Actually, no. Get down here. We're about to have some nice cavalry charges going on. That rock lobber's going to eat it. Yep. We got cavalry coming in to really mop these guys up. We're going to take our melee infantry. Oh, and we won. We won, and we won decisively at that. 192 losses. Pretty much wrecked the Greenskin army. And I don't think they're... I think they'll probably be pushed back as a rebel army, but maybe they'll disappear. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, they just get pushed back, but now they're taking attrition. And we should be able to finish them off pretty easily. Unfortunately, though, I am out of time for this episode, guys. So, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.